All right, so we have vertical angles, all right? And we get the equation 4x. Well, we get the term 4x, and then for this one, it says 2x is equal to, come through, right? 2x minus 50. And then the question is, what is x? That's the first question. And then, what are the angles? And again, this is where we're solving for vertical angles using some algebra. The additive inverse, the multiplicative inverse. All right, so if I'm going to set up my equation, it's going to be 4x equals 2x minus 50. Coordinate. All right, so I'm going to get this 2x on that side. And this is why we want to do the additive inverse on the 2x. The goal is to get the x's on one side and everything else on the other side. So since this 2x is the only thing stopping me from having the 50, I'm going to move the 2x instead of the 4x. So minus 2x minus 2x. All right, so then I'm left with 2x equals 50. Oh, negative 50. So x equals to negative 25. Ask me what are the angles, so I just take my x value, right? And then I just put it into my equations. So this right here is negative 100, because 4 times negative 25 is negative 100. And then I take my negative 25 and I put it where x is. So it's saying 2 times negative 25 minus 50. All I did was just take my x and put negative 25 there. So this is negative 50 minus 50, which is negative 100. And this makes sense because my vertical angles should equal to each other. All right. Zoom recording, but that's how we combine our vertical angles when we're solving for them, and also figuring out what the x values are. We're gonna do one more example, but this time we're gonna do it with a straight angle. So for instance, I have my straight angle, right? But I'm gonna intersect it with this line. I'm gonna say this right here is 3x minus 2. Am I recording? Oh yeah. I'm gonna say this angle right here is 40. Actually, let's make it 2x plus 3. So now they're asking me, what is x and what are the different angles? What is x and what are the different angles? How do you think we should go about this one? So straight angle equals 180. So let me use a different color. Equals 180. So if I think about this, both these angles together should add up and equal 180, right? Yeah. So 2x plus 3 plus 3x minus 2. All that should equal 180. Yeah, so I receive 5x because I group my like terms. Actually, let me use a different color so we can. I'm going to group my like terms. So I end up with 5x plus 1 equals 180. And you just solve for x. Does that make sense to the people here on Zoom? Recording. So we'd go in and we do the -1, -1. So we're left with 5x is equal to 179. And then x is equal to, and you don't have to go through and do the calculating for this. You can leave it as this. I'm more concerned about forming and writing the equation, all right? And then if I ask you what the angles are, you'd go in and substitute your values for each of these, and then it would tell you. Both of them should add up to be 180, all right? If we're gonna do, look at another thing, if we had a 90-degree angle, and I split it, and I say this one is x, and this one is x plus 2. So what is x? X plus
X plus 2
equals 90. That's it. X plus 2 equals 90. Wait, pause recording. Zoom recording. And then after that, you would combine like terms. So then it's 2x plus 2 equals 90. And then we'd go through and solve with our additive inverse and multiplicative inverse. Zoom recording. But that's how we kind of combine our angles, finding x values with our additive, multiplicative inverse, and distributive property. And